let's see today's topic, capacitor filter. So, what is the use of this filter? Last class we have seen rectifier. So, which is able to convert this AC signal into almost DC, but let's call it as pulsating DC, right? So, to make that, to remove that ripple, to make it as pure DC, we will use a capacitor that we call it a filter. Now, let's see that capacitor filter today's topic, right? So, capacitor filter. So, let's draw the SRS diagram. So, half wave rectifier was there, full wave rectifier. So, this is transformer, right? Then this is my rectifier and this is my load resistor RL. So, if you take across this RL, you will get a pulsating DC signal. To convert into pure DC, what I am doing is I am adding a capacitor. Why I add this capacitor in parallel? Why not in series? These are all we will discuss. So, I want to add this capacitor. So, first of all, what is this capacitor is? This is my diode, this is P-type and this is N-type. This is my transformer, RL capacitor. What this capacitor will do, let's see. What is the inductance of the capacitor? 1 by omega C, right? Right, omega C. What is omega? 2 pi F. Let it be Fc. Fc. Now, in this will convert this AC to pulsating DC. In this AC signal will be there and DC signal will be there. We know this is efficiency is 40%. Now I want to remove this AC. Somewhat, this is ground. I want to remove this AC. So I want to bypass this AC. So capacitor, you see, if DC is there, for example, DC signal is there, F value is 0, frequency, because it is non-varying, right? So F is 0, then XC, capacitance, impedance is equal to 1 by 0, infinity, it acts as open circuit. When DC is there, it acts as open circuit. Complete DC is passing through the RL. Okay. When AC is there, F is something, let it be infinity. So XC is 1 by infinity, 0 means it allows the AC current, AC component and DC component will pass through the RL resistor. So you will get a very less ripple factor, higher efficiency. So find out the ripple factor of this. So this is the working. In this way, capacitor helps me to allow the AC current, which passes the AC current, AC component of the signal, and the DC will reach to my load. That is what if we are able to convert AC signal from my input, that is 230 volts, 50 hertz into pure DC by using a filter. Okay, let's see the waveform of this. How you will get this waveform? How? That's all we will discuss. Let's see, this is up to here when capacitor before up to diode. What it is, how you will get the waveform, this we discussed in the last class. Half wave rectifier, so positive peak you will get as it is. When negative peak is there, it will become 0. Again positive peak will get as it is. So with respect to time. And this is my V in of the, for my rectifier, right? So this is peak voltage, we call it as VM. Now I added a capacitor for this. Let it be initially discharge capacitor. Now, what is the capacitor? It will do charge. It will store the energy, right? In the form of electric field. Now, this is the capacitor. I want capacitor output. Capacitor output. The capacitor output is 0 because across the capacitor I am noting down the voltage. This is the voltage across the capacitor as well as resistor. Both are in parallel. So initially 0. So it is 0 you get. Now my input is increasing. Input is increasing. As input is increasing, capacitor also gets charges. So the capacitor also is charging. Okay. Now input is still more charging. So when a capacitor is charged, if you give the supply, if supply is more, if supply voltage is more, then it will get charged. If supply is less, it will try to discharge. Right? So supply is more up to VM. Supply is more. The supply is more. So capacitor also charges. It will reach to VM. So peak voltage it reaches. Once it reaches peak voltage, the capacitor voltage, So now this voltage will reach it to Vm, peak voltage. Now you see what happens. Once it reaches to Vm, the signal value voltage will reduce. Is reduced. See, it is decreasing. Now the supply is decreasing. Supply is less at the P side. The voltage is, this is V, which is lesser than Vm. The moment this happens, the next state, this diode will become reverse bias. Why? The potential at P is less when compared with potential at N. The potential at N is Vm, that is the peak voltage, that is the voltage stored in the capacitor. This is greater than the P type. So then, ideally if I speak, it becomes open circuited. So up to Vm, it gets charged. Now we choose such a resistor, RC network, it will take more time. RL value is very high, RL and C value. Okay, RL value very high value we will choose, so the tau is equal to RC. The time required to discharge, now this is the voltage across this Vm, positive, negative. Now it will try to discharge to this path. So this value, slowly it will try to, it will discharge this and it will reach to this point, slowly. Voltage is lesser, discharging. At this point when it reaches, so this is the point. This is origin. This is the peak point A. This is point B. When it reaches to point B, again you see the signal is more. Signal strength is more. Let this voltage. At this. So the signal strength is more. Again, if you observe at this point, voltage across A is lesser. So voltage across B now, when it reaches, it is greater than the voltage across the N type. Okay? At A, this is at position A, this is at position B. Okay? The moment this position reaches, again this becomes short circuit. Forward bias. Again it charges now. See? Again it is charging. Now again discharges. So almost DC you got. So this is all. Now if you take the output across the capacitor, only blue color. See, how do you get? If you ideally neglect, this is infinity, from infinity to infinity sinusoidal signal. So how do you get? You will get like this. See, almost like a DC signal. And if you take full wave rectifier, more clearly you can see. Practically you will see these are all fine. This is the signal. Let it be. This signal, this strength is there now. This peak to peak, let it be. This is VR. From peak to peak, this triangular waveform is there. That this peak to peak is VR. So this point is Vm minus VR it is. Right. This is the time, let it be T1. This is the time, let it be T2. Now I want, this is the output across the capacitor. Right. Please note down. Now we will derive the ripple factor of it. Let's derive. Okay, so we choose RL value very high to get the higher discharge time. Okay. So we know the capacitor RC network, the voltage across the capacitor at any time is equal to Vm into e power minus T by RC. That is RL now, right now in this case, right? So this is the voltage across at any point in the RC network. Now the capacitor. Now let's take the voltage across T2 at B. The voltage at B. So this is the time it takes. Now you see, charging time is very less. Discharging time is very high. So the total time period is time period of charging plus time period of discharging. I can say approximately this time period is equal to discharging time period. Okay, right? So this is discharging time period. I can say Vp is equal to Vm into e power minus T by RL into C. What is the voltage across at that point? I know that this is Vm minus VR. What is R? VR is the peak to peak voltage of my final output. Right. E power minus T by RC. This RL value is higher, very high. This RC value is very high when compared with this T. So I can write it as 1 minus T by RL into C is equal to Vm minus VR mathematically. right? So 1 by RC is very, very high. One RC value is very high. So if you solve this, what do you get? Vm will cut. Okay. So this is Vm minus Vm into T by RL into T is equal to Vm minus VR. So Vm minus cut. So VR value I got. So VR value or VR value I got Vm into T by RL into C. Okay. What is V by R? I can say this is IDC. This is the what is old. This is current across the diode. Okay. So I can replace it as V by R IDC 1 by, so T is 1 by F I can write. So 1 by FC. So this is the value of VR. Again I am repeating. So V by R I replace it with I. 1 by T is 1 by F. Right. So now this is the value VR I got, peak to peak. This peak to peak voltage I got. Now ripple factor. What is ripple factor? It is a ratio of Vrms to the VDC. So I want Vrms as well as VDC. Please note down. Okay. What is the RMS value of the triangular signal? I know Vrms of triangular is equal to peak by root 3. What is the peak value here? Peak to peak VR. So peak value is so this peak value is equal to VR by 2. So I can say VR by 2 root 3. VR value I know. So what is VR value? IDC that I am substituting. So this is IDC by 2 root 3 FC. This is VRMS. So find out the ripple factor. The ripple factor is equal to VRMS by VDC. Okay. VRMS how much? IDC by 2 root 3 of C. VDC is C is equal to IR. IDC into RL. So it is simply IDC into RL. IDC cut. So finally we get 1 by 2 root 3 FC into RL. So I want the least ripple factor. Take the RL value higher. You will get a ripple factor, least ripple factor and higher efficiency. So in this, the capacitor is used to remove the ripple and to get the pure DC signal. We will see this practically next time. Thank you.